What's up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of 7 Deadly Sins Origins. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and doing the Taranis raid with my P10 Merlin, which I ended up getting on the first day, but finally, we're doing up-to-date videos at long last. So if you guys are interested in this, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to show off the build and show everything that I got, just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now, we ended up getting lucky on the first day here. You guys saw that pool video where we managed to get P7. I ended up exchanging out the 8 duplicate there, and that helped us out. And then we got really lucky within the next 2 multis afterwards on stream, where we ended up getting 2 duplicates of Merlin on 50-50 within 2 multis, which was freaking insane. But that set us up for P10, and ever since then, I've been really trying to hone in my Merlin a little bit more. Weaponry-wise, we have the Gluttonous Sword Grimoire, we have the Black Flame Wings Wand, both of which are highly duped, at least duped out. The Gluttonous Grimoire is obviously max duped here with some decent enchants. Wand is halfway there. And then we have the Blazing Staff. Now, I wish I could have more cold damage on this, but I have not been lucky with that, so we kind of have to deal with what we got here. Armor-wise, we're looking pretty darn peaceful, at least nice here. I have the full set for the Greedy Ruler. We're not going to use the 7-piece set. I don't think it's going to be good enough for that. But one of these pieces I do got to get rid of. I'm unsure exactly which one. Our armor set right now is level 3, and we're slowly getting the engraved equipment on up just to give us that extra HP and defense here. But everything is looking pretty decent. I might want to get rid of the ring a little bit. I'm still trying to test out what I like better. The ring has crit damage on it, but the reason why I'm saying I might want to use something else is because on this one here, we have crit damage and attack increase. And if we go further down here, I do have another one of these with crit damage, though it is fairly low. So I'm still trying to decide what I love right now. I was using this one here, but I'm now starting to use this one since I recently just got the top piece and this ring today. Now, we have one more run to go. I'm going to be using my regular team here, which is going to have our Clotho, Manny, and Daisy, all of which do have small duplicates except for Daisy, I think. We have Clotho, or no, not Clotho, Manny on P8. Armor-wise, looking something like this here, making sure we can deal some decent damage as well. I probably should get these up to their last dupe, but I was trying to dupe up everybody in my my box before I did that. Clotho here is running this book, which I do want to get her a better book here, and I want to dupe this book up for her because she does need that healing increase as well, which is going to be very nice for her. We have her armor looking like this, making sure she has as much HP as possible, padding out to 92,000 HP. And then we have our Daisy also being at potential 4. Our Clotho is at potential 5, by the way. Our Daisy being at potential 4. Armor is just randomness here besides the right side, which is all with magic efficiency, seeing that we do need our magic charge. So with that on out of the way here, we're going to go ahead and take on the raid. And I don't do it ultra quick. I think the fastest I've done this was in like 15 minutes, which is slow, especially for a P10. I think if it's not 15, it's definitely like 14 minutes. And I want to try to get it below 12 or at 12 minutes because there is achievement for that. So I do want to get there. But I'm still learning my rotation with my Merlin itself here. For the most part, I know I need to start with my Manny, just making sure I get the cold stacks that she does have on her as well. And then some way I have to get started with like Daisy into Manny, then go along into Clotho. Though I do think Clotho, the first time around, I should not use her ult because I need to have enough ultimate gauge to proc off my Merlin's combine ult because that is very important. Now, I want to say out of all these bosses, this is probably the most annoying one to me. And it's mainly because this dude has all these things protecting them, has all these things kind of in its way, and it is fairly annoying. So I do have to kind of just play around him a little bit here, see if we can get past him a little, which is always a little bit of a problem. Now, luckily for me, we build up tag gauge pretty quickly with our Manny, so it's not really going to be the hardest of things to get back in here, but it is still very annoying. So we're going to go ahead and get some hits off. He's going to try and knock us upwards, which we're not going to do. Swap back in, swap back on out here, and just get some more hits in. Now, this boss, once you get him low enough, once you get all his shields low, he really isn't as much of an issue anymore. It's just like getting his initial shields gone is always the main problem. So I'm going to go ahead and swap on in, swap on back out, get this swapped on in here as well. And he's not going to rebel against us because, of course, we are now, what is it called, behind him. And, oh, I'm stuck in this corner. I hate this corner with this dude. So let's move on out of the way here. We have 6 things to go ahead and get on out of here. I think we're still stuck in the corner with him, which kind of sucks for us. But there we go. Get some hits in, get some hits on out. Smack on in a little bit more. Get back in there. And I do believe we should be pretty much safe to go. So let's use these two. Pop this here. I'm going to use our QEQ just to get set up. Get the last charge on out here. Swapped on back to our cloth though, because we still have stacks on here. And then let's swap on in. Now this is where the fun begins. We have our charge stack here. And I do believe we can go ahead and pop off the burst. Go into E as well. And then we should be pretty much good. Now, the only problem is that time, I'm unsure if that was meant to be that way. But we didn't get our ult off. I think it's maybe because we missed it or something. But who knows? For now, it is what it is. Now, we're at 27. I think we usually have 28 minutes when we're doing this solo. So I am a little bit slow right now. But hey, what more can you do? I did mess up my combos a little bit often. And I did not take down the stacks that I needed to take down even quicker than I should have. So, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. But let's see if we can do this pretty darn quick. I want to jump over this here and jump over that and slowly get ready. Now, I know there is a gap. I think it's on this left side here. So I always end up jumping past it. And then we can just keep moving. Luckily, at this point, I've kind of understand the whole dungeon itself. So we are able to move a little bit quicker. But my stamina is a little bit low. So we are going a little slow on this part here. So let's go ahead and get a jump. Boom, go ahead and get a jump. There's still a chest down there that I need to take some time out to actually go get, but I just refuse to do so right now. We have the bishop, crown, and then the pawn here. I'm just always calling them the crown because I never know the chess pieces themselves because I wasn't ever a chess person. Let's go ahead and do this one here. Make sure we got it. Bonk. And if there's a bishop on the third one, that immediately is going to lead us to the next bishop. At least if it's going blue and green, which luckily there is. So we go ahead and hit the blue and green one, which is going to take us immediately on over there. And we're going to go ahead and do the blue and green one again here, taking us up to the boss. Now, luckily, we're not too far behind on anything. We're looking pretty good, actually. So, but this is the bullet hell, and I hate the bullet hell because I'm not the best at dodging, as you guys can see already getting slapped up. So let's go ahead and get some hits off. We should have enough. And oh my gosh, she knocked me off again. Which I don't think we have our thing on her anymore. Yeah, no, we don't. Which is such a sucky move there. But we're going to go ahead, swap on in, get some hits in as well. Make sure we swap with this. We have enough hits already. We're going to swap back out. Get the charge. Boom, boom, boom. Deal a decent bit of damage here. Swap on in. Boom. Get another 1.6 mil, which is always great. Swap on back out. Get another hit. Another charge as well. And now we have this. We're going to go ahead and swap one back in. Dealing some decent damage. And then swap one out. Boom. Get another hit in. Charge that back up. And then end it off on our Manny. Because we need to make sure we get that charge on back here. Now that we have that on done, we've done a decent bit of damage. We're going to go ahead and do this again. Get up our stacks. Press RR skill just to make sure we have everything good. QEQ. And I ended up doing EQ first. So didn't get my couple hits, so I didn't get my stack bonus that I was supposed to get. But I think we're pretty much okay right now, especially since we've already done a lot. Get some hits on in here. Swap on back in. And we did enough damage to go ahead and kill that guy on off. So we're at 24. We're usually around 25 seconds here, which is kind of sucky that we did get hit a lot more than I would like to. But we can't really do much about that. We're going to go ahead and throw this orb on out, which if we do it perfectly here and hit underneath here, we should be able to trigger the secret little door plays here. And by doing that, we should be able to go ahead and get past a lot of this stuff, which is very annoying to sometimes get past. Now, I thought I was going to fall to my doom there because I accidentally double dodged from the fireball. But right now we're looking pretty good. As you can see right now, we're moving pretty fast. I'm not trying to do like the best of speed runs here, but I am trying to still look a little bit impressive, seeing that we do have this on. So I don't want to disappoint the crowd a little bit. But let's go ahead and get our buffs on off here. And of course, the king is probably the more annoying one at times, but I always go for the queen because she has a lot of CC related moves, a lot of things that I don't per se like to deal with. So I try my hardest to get rid of her first and then go for the king for last, because honestly, he's not really the worst one to go for. He's honestly pretty easy and predictable with some of his moves, while the queen is over here consistently hitting you down with stuff, consistently knocking you around, and it's never a fun time to actually get hit by her. That was a 1.7. I do believe we can do a little bit better than that, so let's go ahead and charge this back on up here. Swap on back in. Oh, I actually did the swap a little early here, which is very bad for us, but what more can we do, I guess? Let's go ahead and get some hits in. And I am going to hit this just to see if we get a freeze. We did get a freeze on that. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, so we're going to get passed around for a quick second, which does kind of suck here. Going to go ahead and swap one out. And that was a terrible rotation anyways. So, you know, we're going to have to deal with our consequences right there. So let's go ahead and take that hit. QEQ, swap on here. Boom, boom. Get the hits on off here. And then I'm going to swap on out, making sure they have at least one of the marks. Charge up the mark. I think that is on the king, so we're gonna have to focus him a little bit as well. Pop this off here as well. Swap on back in. Boom. Get some decent damage in. Swap on out. Boom. Making sure we get some more damage in. Charge this on back up again. Pop off with the R skill, which I accidentally double tapped like an idiot. Get some more hits. Boom, boom, boom. And the problem is the king is still pretty darn full, so we are a little behind on normal. We should be actually killing this dude a little bit quicker than this. I'm not going to lie to you, because we kind of screwed up like an idiot. But there we go. Got the kill on off. We got 20 minutes left, or 21 minutes left, which we usually would have 22 to 23. So I do believe we still ended up messing up a little bit more here. But what more can you do? I kind of panicked a couple times, which did get us screwed up on our time. So it is what it is at the end of the day. I can't really be too mad about it, but I'm going to get my buffs off with Daisy first. Then we're going to do our then we're going to do our Manny into Clotho combo, which should give us just enough time to take advantage over some of those buffs. So let's go ahead and do this here. Let's move out the way, do this as well. Manny comes in, use our stacks to make sure we're triggering that as much as possible here. Boom, get some hits on off as well. Pop the ults. Go ahead and use QEQ, swap on in as well, making sure that's still there. That stack has to be there. And oh, I actually have to swap there, because if he had hit us, we were actually good as dead. And that was right once I pressed Q. So our whole rotation got ruined over that one little thing he decided to do, which does kind of suck there. But we're going to have to pop this here. Luckily, he still ended up coming after me. Nothing too bad here. We're going to go ahead and pop off this. EQ again. I'm gonna just try to reset this as good as possible, because we kind of did get screwed over. I hate that he does this, that he did that twice, because he does decide to do some very unfair moments like that, which does suck, because that could have cost me my entire run a little bit there, especially if he hit dead on, which would have been a very problematic thing. We're gonna go ahead and pop an ult here, make sure we get more of that damage off. And then I meant to swap back to Merlin. Use this as well. Get the beam on up to charge this. We're going to press the E here a little bit early. 1.5 mil. Nothing too crazy though. And then we can go ahead and just get some more hits off here. Now, the only sad part I hate is we have very low HP. And it's not even like halfway dead yet. So I pretty much have to play perfectly, or else this is going to be a straight up O-code run, which is gonna stinking suck. So let's go ahead and pop off the Q. Pop off these. Get rid of all of these dudes real fast, which is always cool. Bop, get that hit off here. Ease off as well. And there we go. So now I can go ahead and get to the middle. I'm gonna pop my ult just to make sure I actually get that extra defense and stuff. Bonk, get the living on, which is always nice. And now we're going to go ahead and, what's it called? Get used to moving again. So start this again. Get everything going how it should be. Let's move around. I do want to make sure that we use this as well. So let's move this here. Move this around, make sure we're not locked on, because that lock on honestly does screw you up a lot. Let's go ahead and swap on in. Boom, get some decent damage off here. That should be enough. Boom, swap on back in, make sure the mark is on them. Dodge a little bit more. I want to make sure we get this off again. Boom, swap on in. And oh, he ended up hitting us with that, so I just decided to swap ahead of time here. And we're just going to reset this as if our rotation is already up again. So I just want to reset it. I want to make sure we don't end up dying here. Make sure we're still able to take at least a good amount of, what's it called? Things ready. Merlin's getting that up. Boom. Get the actual hit here. We're going to back up a little bit. Get the combo ult for the burst. Press RE just to make sure. Swap on in. I'm going to make sure we press this as well. Swap on back with Merlin. Merlin did 1.5. We'll take it. Go ahead and use this as well. And then from here, I do believe we should be great. 2.2. All right. Awesome. Got the clear. Looked pretty decent with 12 minutes to spare. Unfortunately, it wasn't under 12 minutes, which is what I was going for the achievement. So we do have some things to work with. We screwed up our rotation quite a lot, but hey, we'll freaking take it. All in all, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Really does help me out a lot. But let's go ahead and see what we get out of this. We ended up getting the ring, boots, top piece, and of course, these lovely rewards down here. Hopefully all of these will have some decent stats on them here once again. And I am glad, because I did need another top piece anyways for some of my other characters. I do believe that is another 5 set for me. So that works out in my favor. But either way, hopefully you guys get lucky. I wish you all the best. We are doing more carries tonight, so look forward to that. Until then, everybody, stay safe, stay sharp. Peace.